More interesting things is this tropical activity. This had a 40% and it didn't come to fruition. Yeah. But that potential tropical cyclone too, I think this is the longest that I've actually seen one of these go on before something actually forms.
We'll show you that in a minute. I did want to point out the potential for severe weather today. Nothing going on today. Tomorrow it's all north of here. It's Sunday that we do see the chance of some storms out there. That area of yellow, that's on the low wind, but doesn't mean we couldn't see a couple strong thunderstorms. Right?
Yeah, and the reason why I think we're seeing this is you have better ingredients, the moisture's coming up, also frontal boundary getting pretty close to the action. But you will start to see more and more of those thunderstorms pop up, sadly, for Sunday heading into the 4th of July. But so many people are stuck on those percentages saying, oh, no, it's going to rain. I'm not going to do anything outside. This is one of those deals. If you especially live in Florida, you know this. It's fine most of the day, but then after 2 o'clock, a storm could bubble up, and then once it's gone, the rest of the day is just fine.
Which is great news. And we were talking a minute ago about the tropical situation. 0% chance of development.
It's good.
That is great to hear. And the other was way out in the Atlantic Ocean, far away from the Windward Islands, about the same. So we had those two systems, no weather woes there. This is one you're talking about. It has not become a tropical storm yet.
Yeah, and if you know tropical storm wind speeds, it's in the range.
Yeah, it certainly is.
But it doesn't have the core center of circulation. It has to have a well-defined center. It has to be circulating around that. It can't find it. And now we're running out of time for us to become, maybe Bonnie wasn't meant to be.
Maybe
but
not.
But it does look like, as you mentioned, once it goes over to the Pacific side, they for sure are going to be adding another name.
Yeah, as a hurricane, there'll be Darby once it gets out there in the Pacific. That's in the eastern Pacific, so we're not worried about that. Maybe Central America. Mid-80s for the afternoon, and once again, hoping we can get all the storm activity out of here by the time the fireworks start this evening, say 9, 10 o'clock. 7-day forecast. This is as consistent as you can get as far as
that's July right there. That is what July does.
July in the Carolinas, right? But remember a couple of weeks ago we saw those days where we're having upper 90s to 100 degrees. It is interesting because middle of next week, dew points are going to be in the mid-70s. I mean, that's just really oppressive, not fun. It makes those 90s feel like about 100 or so.
My friend Blake said something interesting yesterday because he's from Florida, and I said, hey, is this humidity bad here? And he said, the problem with here is in Florida, it's humid all the time. Yeah. Here, when we have the breaks from the mugginess and it starts to become tropical, as we're going to have next week, we notice it. So I think that's what's going to make it so much worse feeling-wise. So once you get to 4th of July and beyond, I definitely want to be by the pool, sprinklers, all those type of things, because the mugginess is just going to be overpowering.
It's an expression that is probably overused, but it literally is true. Air you can wear.
Oh, yes.
That's how it feels. I mean, you can feel that
styling.
High humidity. Yes, stifling, whatever.
What are you wearing today? The moisture in the air.
All right, here we are. It's Friday. It's time for the weekend. I hope you have a great weekend, and you and I will be back here Monday morning?
Yeah, we're going to be here. So everyone else taking the holiday off, but the old faithful here, and I think Ben's going to be back on Monday. And thank you always for joining us on these Fridays to talk weather, even though I came halfway through. Lost track of time.
Have a great 4th of July Independence Day weekend. See you Monday.